diving with an enriched air mixture, meaning greater than 21% oxygen, it's really important to know what the oxygen content in the mixture is, so it's every diver's responsibility to analyze their tanks to verify the mix. As soon as I splashed for the first time, I saw jellyfish tentacles right in front of my mask. I pulled away as fast as I could, but not before getting stung across the face. The sting was mild and only lasted for a few minutes. I was fortunate that it was a mild sting, because the jellyfish, called a stinging cauliflower, a relative of the lion's mane jellyfish, can inflict a painful sting. The stinging cauliflowers are rarely found in the area where we were diving. None of the divers that we were with had ever seen one there before, even though they'd been diving in the area for decades. They speculated that the jellies were driven in by the 80+ mile-per-hour winds that had been blowing in the area over the past few days. The storms had stirred up the seafloor as well, and caused the visibility to drop significantly as we approached the bottom. I could hear the groupers before I saw them. They make a very low-pitched drumming sound that reverberates through your body. It was actually pretty loud. We found the first ones near a ledge at a site called Hole in the Wall. These were big fish. Goliath groupers typically range from 300 to 500 pounds, and sometimes reach as much as 700 pounds. I watched them for a while along the ledge, then went inside the hole in the wall, basically a tunnel in the rock that the groupers like to go in. They were crowded together inside, bumping into one another. Even with nitrox, there is a limit to our bottom time. According to my computer, I could only stay 2 more minutes at 128 feet. So we headed back to the boat and our next dive. As we were motoring to the next dive site, we noticed a disturbance in the water up ahead, so we went over to check it out. It was a huge bait ball comprised of mullet. The ball was pretty tightly packed, as if there was some sort of predator in the area. We grabbed our snorkels and slipped quietly into the water so we could swim with the mullet. I was trying to get a look under the bait ball to see what was causing the fish to pull in so tight, but I couldn't see through the fish. I was expecting a sailfish or tarpon or tuna or dolphin or even a shark to come busting up through the ball at any second. Swimming with the bait ball was a rare and a very cool experience. Whenever there was bait in the water, Captain Randy had the fishing poles out. Here he has a nice mahi-mahi on the line. Unfortunately, it slipped the hook just before he could get it into the boat. But that's okay, because our surface interval was up and it was time for us to get ready to go diving again.